What's the situation with Joey at running back?
Well, Robert, I met with him this morning before practice. He's obviously disappointed, embarrassed, contrite, very, very contrite, feels very badly. But he made a bad choice, made a bad decision, and we'll deal with it. I'll talk to him this morning right before practice, so I haven't had a chance to talk with the staff. We'll do that and talk to some others, and we'll make a decision. We'll issue a statement this afternoon once we get all the facts together. Needless to say, he's extremely, like I said, extremely contrite and feels very badly. But he made a poor choice.
The way he was recovering, you expected him back? You expected him back this week?
Well, that's a great question. That's what makes it even tougher. Is that he was going to play this weekend. He was going to, push himself this week and probably get some time this weekend, and that's what makes it more disappointing for him than anything. Because he's, as you know, he's a fine young guy, and he made a big mistake. And you wanted the players to enjoy the victory, but there's a limit.
Is this a learning moment for the team, though?
Well, I hope so. I want to make sure everyone understands this is not a reflection of our football team. This is a reflection of one guy who made a bad decision. Now, did they go out and have some fun? I hope they did. They deserve to. They played awfully well the other night. Not well, they played awfully hard. Well, they played well and they played awfully hard. And they deserve a chance to enjoy a little bit, but there's a fine line between them. Well, there's a big line between enjoying it and going overboard.
Let's get back to the conference. You preached clean slate all week, last week. Even though the 1-4 is tough to think clean slate, these kids listen. They bought in, and you're in first place in the West Division.
Well, I think they did buy in, and they played awfully hard. And I told them after practice, there's no reason why we can't stay there. We just have to take one game at a time, and this is an awfully tough contest coming up. They play that unique brand of defense, but it's just one game at a time, and then we'll figure it out later. We're not looking for the conference championship right now. We're looking for the next game.
In your experience as coach, like this offense experienced successful plays. Handful of people scored their first touchdowns. Do those things become contagious once one guy gets some and the next guy gets one?
Well, we're hoping that. I didn't realize this was Quinton's first touchdowns in his career. I know Marcus felt good about that, but yeah, we have to build on it. What was fun to see the other night was the young guys that you didn't have, you weren't relying on early. Diosme, for example, and they stepped up and they played, and that's what a team is all about. And so yeah, it was fun to see. And Lance reminded us after practice that we believe. We really have to have a belief system that we can get this thing done.
Knowing what you had to go through the last week and what a lot of these guys that had success have gone through this whole season, did that make this win that much sweeter?
Well, like I've said so many times before, it's not about me. Everybody knows, but it's not about me. It's about these young people that work so hard. And to see them in that locker room after the game was just really gratifying. But it's over now, and I told them that as well. It's over now. It's time to move on to the next one.
Do you feel like the momentum's built over into practice to where you guys can really create some separation in the West Division?
Well, I hope so. We practiced well today. We called off a couple periods. Where, it's midway through the season. We took off the pads, the pants. We cut back a couple periods. We need to get everybody healthy, everybody going in the right direction.
What's the status on Laka Laka after he got buzzed up?
It's a day-by-day deal. He was symptomatic on Sunday and not symptomatic yesterday or today. So we're hopeful that tomorrow he'll push a little bit more, and tomorrow's Wednesday, Thursday he'll push a little bit more, and he'll be ready to go.
What is the status of your quarterback? He obviously got dinged up.
Yeah, we just precaution. Just trying to, we kept him out a little bit today, and just to get him one more day to get healthy. A lot of quarterbacks that get beat around aren't ready to practice on Tuesday. My experience has it that they're still beat up. Ty Detmer wouldn't practice till Thursday. And so, we'll just precaution.
How good has this old line been playing that now you have 3 different running backs going over the 100 yards?
That's the fun thing to see, that these young guys, we're a team. We talk about it every single day. And the other guys need to step up, and they did. It's really, really gratifying to see that.
When you see San Diego State offensively, Pumphrey had over 200 yards last week. What challenges does he pose to the defense?
A ton of problems. 200 yards worth of problems. He's a nice player, and he seems real durable as well, because he's not a very big guy. 170 pounds, I think.
It was great. All the hard work, preparation came through, and I got him. Got one, got 2.
The offense now have a better feeling about themselves because you guys tasted successful plays?
Definitely. We've always had high confidence in ourselves. Like I've been telling these boys since early fall camp, we can roll. We just gotta do the little things and just come up and make the plays when there be plays to be made. And we did that Saturday, so the outcome.
What have you seen from San Diego State so far, if anything?
Well, they got a crazy defense, but ain't nothing too crazy for us. We just gonna keep studying and make plays off of that weird defense.
You guys ended a long streak with the Mountain West losing streak. You guys ready to end this long road losing streak this weekend?
Definitely, man. We were ready 2 weeks ago, but came up just short. We're ready this week, more than ever.
This is not the offense you started putting together in the spring. What's it going to look like moving forward?
Hopefully it'll continue to look like what it did Saturday. Like you said, it's not what we had envisioned, but you got to adapt. That's what a good coach does. So getting his best 11 on the field and putting them in the best chances to win. So I thought we did a good job of that Saturday, and it showed. We put up points in the second half and had over 500 yards, which is good.
Diosami, Kemp, Pedroza, Evelico, all get to the end zone for the first time. How crazy was that?
Yeah, that's. I was thinking about as I was walking down from the box, all of our scores, and I was like, wow, that was everyone's first touchdown. Which, it's exciting for those guys to get a chance to taste it. And hopefully now they can continue to grow on that and continue to make plays.
This offense make it easier for the quarterback? Because Ikaika struggled, admittedly. He goes 8 for 9 for $173. Did they just slow down for him? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so. And when we can run the football effectively like we did, things open up in the pass game too. So it definitely helps. It helps the QB. It makes it a lot more simple for him. So you got to continue to grow in this kind of new stuff, but we can kind of keep him safe in this stuff.
How do you attack? How do you game plan for that San Diego State defense?
Yeah, it's a little crazy. They bring pressure from all over. To be honest, going against our defense helps because our defense brings pressure from everywhere. So, you just got to stay true to your technique, stay true to your assignment, and not get lost. And they do a good job of moving around and moving guys at the line and things like that. So, if you just stick with the scheme, it should be okay.
You played in some big road games before. You feel like ending that big conference losing streak can help with momentum to this big losing streak?
Definitely. We had talked about it last week. You go 1-0, and now you got a chance to do something else and win a road game. So that was huge for us. And not only just the win, but the way we won. For us to come back was something we had, at least since I've been here, we haven't been able to do, to finally get over the top and come back and beat a team. So it's good to see guys, battle through that adversity to get a win.
What happens inside your head when you hear Donnell Pumphrey?
He's a great back, and different than the kind of back we faced last week or even the week before with Rice. He's got a lot of shiftiness, a lot of quickness, and then the jump cut to full speed is something that he does a great job of. They're a great hard-nosed team. They got a great O-line. The tight ends are great blockers, and this back sits back behind him, and he does a great job.
How contagious have you noticed in your coaching career making plays? You get one guy make a play, second guy wants some, you get a turnover, somebody else wants one.
Yeah, and it's great to see because I still think of this team as developing, and it's great to see when somebody steps up. There's a lot of guys that say, hey, I can do that too. And that has to be infectious and continue to keep growing. And I think that the kids are learning that, hey, Nick Nelson goes out there, he makes a couple of plays, and then Taz has been doing a great job the whole time, and then Trayvon and him kind of build off each other. I think it's been good. Benny gets in the game and all of a sudden he makes plays. So we got to keep growing on that.
Trayvon gets the 2 INTs. Is that just a sign that he's healthy and ready to go now?
Yeah, I think so. I think and his mental side of things, he's been learning the defense and how to fit in the defense, and I think we're going to keep seeing great things from him. He's getting smarter and a more mature football player every day.
You get Latai Moore back this week?
Hope so, yeah.
Difference maker, isn't it?
Difference maker, yeah. And just gives a little bit of depth, and this is going to be a war. This is going to be a tough game, and so I'm going to need all 3 linebackers inside to rotate and spell each other.
I know each week is different, but building off of momentum from ending that long conference losing streak to potentially ending the long road losing streak this weekend, do you think that plays into it at all?
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to take this as the next challenge. We got to go on the road, and what a better place than San Diego. this is old school. It's like going back to 1998 and playing football, man. They're going to pound it, and they're going to pound it, and then they're going to throw a little, after that. But it's going to be a great game, and I think this is the kind of style that our kids are ready for.
When you have guys racking up sacks and coming with interceptions, especially late in the game in the fourth quarter, what does that say about the desire of the guys on this?
Yeah, there was a lot of times in that game where things were down and looked bleak, and the kids fought back. They kept believing. It was 60 minutes of football. They didn't stop for 1 second, and very proud of them for that. It's not easy. It's not easy to be down. I don't know what we were down, 7 points, 10 points, and fight back like that. So they did a great job.